Hello, I'm Abby Phillip of This Week with George Stephanopoulos, and we're joined today by Grover Norquist, President of Americans for Tax Reform. Because we believe all politics is social here at This Week, we're going to be asking Grover some of your questions from Facebook and Twitter. Our first question comes from Reagan of Chicago, Illinois, who asks on Twitter, what was your major in college and when did you become a conservative?
I studied economics, undergrad, and then went to business school. And I was politically conservative age 12. I mean, I was reading books and aware that I was center-right.
So most of your college life, you already knew that you were a conservative?
Oh, yeah. I mean, at the time I was 12, I'd read most of the books that Herb Philbrick's I Led Three Lives, a lot of the stuff dealing with the Cold War and foreign policy, those issues.
And you attended Harvard University, and we have a second question from one of our watchers who asks, when you were a member of the Hasty Pudding, which is a theater group known for its cross-dressing musicals, did you ever dress up as a woman?
I did not. I worked with the business side of it, helping to do some of the business stuff for it. I wasn't an actor in it. I did acting in high school, but not at Hasty Pudding. That would have been great fun. It just wasn't one of the projects I did.
And for our next question, we go to the topic of hair. We actually got two questions about this. One from Diane Smith, who asks on Facebook, dude, what's up with the facial hair? And the other from conservative radio host Laura Ingram, who asked, why the goatee?
Well, I had a goatee in college. I don't know what she's looking at, but I had a goatee in college for a while, and then I went to a mustache later in college, and then when I was doing work in Africa, I didn't want to shave because I was out in the countryside and there were all sorts of interesting things that I didn't want to pick up from cutting myself, shaving. And you don't necessarily have everything you'd want to do to, like an electric shaver. So I let the beard grow then and kept it.
How long have you had
it? Since the mid-'80s. So
there's been a lot of hair cutting in Washington recently. Would you ever consider taking a knife to your beard?
I've thought about it. I'm married now. My wife likes the beard, so we've kept it.
Gotcha.
We collectively have kept it.
And finally, since it's Christmas time, we have a question from Susan Scott McDowell, who wants to know, what is your favorite Christmas song?
Oh, for heaven's sakes, Silent Night.
Care to share a few lines?
I'm not that good at it. That's why I wasn't one of the singers in Hasty Pudding. In high school, I always played in the straight parts, and then so that I could hang out with the cast party, they let me have a walk-on part in the musicals. But ever since my voice changed, I haven't sung in that way.
Well, thank you so much, Grover, for joining us. And for everyone who submitted questions online, be sure to like This Week on Facebook at facebook.com/thisweekabc and follow us on Twitter at thisweekabc.